Style of the rich and famous. Some die with a name, some die nameless. Give me that nigga in the
Wait, I'ma take a minute, I'm just getting to the cake. Y'all ain't worried about the shape, pussy niggas gon' hate. On the interstate, I'll get mine for it's too late. I don't need no running mates, pussy niggas gon' hate. It's nothing to talk about, I keep a 30 on me, it's my bitch I don't walk without. I'll skin a nigga down, make him take a hike, tell him walk it out. Don't make me clap none, you can flatline, make you chalk you out. Bitch, I'm a man on these streets, I got my hand on my heat. I let it bland, man won't speak, dress up in camo low key. I'm going Rambo OD, bet all your famo know me. All of this ammo on me, they screaming no OG. Damn, man down, man down, man down, man down. If you wanna catch a fade, put your hands up, I put the can down. Niggas always worry about standing up, tell that nigga stand down. Chopper got a lens like a camera, watch a nigga pan.
And when I catch that nigga, shh, bitch, sweet dreams. Whole BRP thing, blue Tim's wanna be clean. 6 shooters hanging off that sleeve, get the street clean.
And everybody masked up like a ski team. Gun got extensions on it in a green thing. Asian hoe blow my noodles, call her Ling Ling. I'm gon' nut all in her mouth and keep her teeth clean. Big ring, diamonds bustin', bitch, check the clarity. Bitch, your nigga broke, he can't compare to me. Fighting over dick, they end up sharing me.
I got champagne in my locker, and it's gon' rain on my friends. I got W's on my schedule, no, and ain't no change on my plans. I got haters out in the upper section, and they gon' watch when I dance. I put diamonds all in my trophy just so it can shine in my hand, cause it feel good to be me. Ooh, it feel good to be me. Ooh, it feel good to be me. Ooh, it feel good to be me.
Yeah, get your balls up media, man. I appreciate y'all having me, man. Salute.
Tell these niggas.
The opinions expressed on this show does not reflect the ones of the Get Your Bars Up media platform. Therefore, stay at your moist ass feelings and get your bars up, you bitch. In the words of Capology Facts Holders LTV, that is.
I ain't playing with name niggas, that's a Capology flag, little bitch. Let me talk my shit, get out your moist ass feelings while I talk my shit, go.
All this energy, you're going to eventually exhaust the person that you're with.
And what's your point? All women are the same. All women are the same. They all have the same emotion. And you're going to be like, God damn, bitch, what? I just did all this shit and you just, what the fuck? Where did this shit come from?
Hey, hold up. I'm sitting there, cam down. Anyways, what's up, world? It's your boy, BA. You already know what time it is. It's time to get your motherfucking game up. Sorry for the wait. I know last week we didn't get a chance to come on and talk our ish, but you know I'm fresh back from vacation. I've been gone for a whole week, y'all. Yeah, I gotta have some time to myself. I can't be doing this internet stuff. I can't. But I do it for y'all. Shouts out to my people on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube, because you know we are streaming on multiple different platforms. Y'all could be anywhere in the world, but y'all rocking with us this evening. But before we get your mother game up, episode 4, I'm with my brethren, Capology Facts. What's goody?
Salute to everybody. It's your boy, Capital Don, a.k.a. Capology Facts. It's all about your game today. It's not about the bars. It's about the game. Okay. Matter of fact, it is about the bars. It's about the bars you spit out your mouth when you running this game. Salute. We're gonna get that together. We're gonna get that together. I'm about to brainstorm some shit
right now. He think about some bars right now. But we do have a special guest. My one of my main guys, one of my true brethren, man. One of my true brethren as well. He is the founder and owner of Holistic Healing of the Heart, which is a dope ass brand. Y'all need to holler at my guy. But before we even get all into that, Mr. Rome, what's happening, man? How are you today, sir?
Hey, we live life as it goes. You know what I'm saying? Live life as it goes.
Facts, man. Welcome to the show, man.
Y'all having me.
I should have been had you up because I know you got a bunch of stories and situations that you've been through, and you know a lot about the game of life, right?
Yeah, I've been married twice. Been through the ring a lot of times. Um, been through a lot of shit, a lot of
Mm,
experiences, as you can say.
a lot of experiences, definitely. Well, like I said, welcome in, and today, episode 4, get your game up. Interesting question, man. I've been you know, we've as grown men, we've all been through a whole bunch of different situations, multiple different situations with the opposite sex. You feel me? And one in particular that I was that me and Capo sat down and talked about was could you continue to have to be having sex with different, not partners per se, but people you call friends casually on a consistent basis? How long could that last, and could it possibly work for an extended amount of time? And I want to get your input on this, Capo, real quick.
It, it, okay, so to answer your question, can it work? It can only work for a very brief period of time. It just depends on if the woman starts catching feelings, because we know men and women are different in that way. Um, they more, when they cheat, they're emotional cheaters, especially with sex. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, they had to you have to build some type of emotional connection with them before they'll, for before she cheats and give up the booty. You know what I mean? Um,
You said you used the term emotional cheater. I'm still stuck on that
because
term.
because because men, if they cheat, they really don't have no emotional connection to who they fucking. It's more of a hit it and quit it. I'm going home. I'm still taking care of business type of thing. Women, when they cheat, they find somebody they're communicating with them. This is the majority, not all. They communicate with them. She's telling the other man, the issues she have with her man, and so they build a emotional. She builds an emotional connection with him for her to give it up in that way. Women, majority of the women just don't go out and just be fucking random motherfuckers.
Mm, okay. Okay.
So, so if you're single and you have a friend and you casually have a sex, no strings attached, it will work for a while, because after a while, if it's good, the woman will start catching feelings because of the sexual aspect of it.
Mm. Yeah, what about for the men? You don't think the men will catch feelings either?
Yes, but more than likely it'd be the woman. I don't know. It might be 50-50 with that. You know what I mean? Women, for far as women and men that catch feelings, because I know there's a lot of sucker for love ass niggas out here that got a kiss and was sprung. Like, you know what I mean? So, um, yeah, I think it'll work for a brief period of time, but I don't think it can last. Something has to give.
Definitely. Rome. What's your opinions on this?
Um, so I'm gonna bounce off of what he said. So, like he said, it's 50-50. Whatever energy you're gonna put into it is what you're gonna get out of it. Because at the end of the day, the reason a male or a female cheats, they miss something that they're not getting from that relationship.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not, if you're at home, you got a female, and she giving you everything, she providing you everything, not just sex, communication, honesty, um, just everything as a whole, you're not gonna go looking for it because you happy. But if there's something that's missing in that relationship, then you're basically trying to fill that void with somebody else, and that's why we cheat. You may say there may not be an emotional attachment when it comes to female. It's male and female, because I see dudes do the same thing. It just depends on what you missing, because it may be a bigger void that needs to be filled with certain people, and that's why they get emotionally attached, because that void may be. I mean, you can have everything perfect at home. You hit up a female or male. If that person talking to you and communicating with you the way that person has to communicate with you, you gonna fall. And it's not about falling in love or falling for that person for a certain particular reason, but just having somebody to talk to in general, and then somebody listening. It's that falls all along the lines of just being able to have somebody comfort. That comfort, that's what everybody looking for. But it's that energy, man. Whatever energy you put into it, and we can say male or female, whatever we want, we gonna get it. But how much energy you put into that is what you're gonna get out of it. If you setting your energy standard to where you just looking for sex, that's all you gonna get out of it. It ain't gonna go no further than that. Go ahead.
What I've experienced, that's a nada. That's a no bueno. No, no, that's not happening. I've always like. There's been a lot of women that I've told them this is what it is. There's nothing else is going to go from this. I'm not going to call you to see how your day is on a daily basis. The only time I'm texting you is if I'm coming over, see when I can come over. I'm not taking you out. I'm not doing none of that.
But see,
We're coming over and fucking. And, and,
that's where
and
you
there's
fucking
some
up.
experience. Hold on, there's some experiences where they fall in love with that,
Energy.
and then they want more, but they don't know nothing about me.
So Rome, chime in. You're about to say something.
So he basically contradicted on everything you just said. So you said, "Oh, I can tell him." Yeah, you can tell him. You can write him a contract. You can give him a waiver, whatever. It don't matter what you tell him. It's what you're putting out. You having sex with that person. You say you fucking, but you getting it in. You know what I'm saying? You transfer. That's transfer energy right there. You giving them a piece of you. They're giving you a piece of them. Plain and simple.
That
You
and
just,
it's not. I'm not contradicting myself. That's why I said in the beginning, women
yeah.
are more. They that's their energy.
It go
They
both ways.
they do that energy type shit. You know what I mean? It's more than the men do. They don't.
Depend,
We give everybody gives energy,
but
but
depending on how
the
far you
emotional
pushing that.
aspect for women it's like that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I think on that part, it depends on where you come from too, how you was raised as well. If you grew up not with men, you gonna be that type of dude that's just gonna be like, I'm just I fuck a female and to keep on pushing. If you grew up around women, you are gonna be more emotional. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be more into the woman and care about the woman versus you growing up. Say you didn't not saying you didn't grow up with a mom, but or say you didn't have that female figure in your life that nurtured you to show you anything along those lines, and that plays a part, and that's now in anybody's life. I mean, broken homes. So I think how you're raised up around females or male can weigh the scale a lot too, because how you are is where you come from. You know what I'm saying? You not saying you don't know what you're doing, but in all else behind that, you kind of don't. You know what I'm saying? Because you weren't raised and shown that. So you're gonna treat somebody how you know, and that's all. You ain't going to school for it. like, oh, this is how you treat somebody, or this is what you're gonna do. So, like I said, to fill that void, I mean, it's just you're filling that void.
I agree. I look at it from the single aspect of this whole question and topic, should I say?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because this is just a single aspect. You know what I mean? We're not talking about
yeah, we know
being in a
it's perspective.
relationship or anything like that. We are talking about single aspects.
Yeah,
So,
from
Okay.
both y'all in a relationship, right?
yes,
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll speak on the single behalf because I've been single for about 3 years.
yeah. Talk to us.
And I mean, that question y'all asked, let's go back to it. The main purpose of having sex with friends.
Yes,
When you say having sex with friends, are you saying somebody you've known for years, or are you saying somebody you met and they friends, and then they friends with no strings attached benefits type shit, or
I'm
because
I'm talking about both.
now the friends one, I think that's just a test. If you would say, I mean, like, say you've been friends with somebody 3-4 years, whatever, y'all know each other. They, as they would say, friends before romance, right?
Yeah,
So that person doesn't know everything about you. So if y'all hang out and something happens, then it was all either somebody wanted to know, basically, kind of thing. Not saying that's gonna last because that could ruin your friendship. So vice versa, if it's somebody new that's a friend that you just met, you say, oh, we friends, boom, that's different. Like you said earlier, that can last because y'all don't know each other as much versus the one that does know each other. That won't probably last as much unless y'all already have an emotional attachment and you're already digging each other from the jump. You know what I'm saying? That's how I can play that, both sides. I don't know other way how you
yeah.
can say that.
So I was talking to a young lady a few weeks ago, and she was telling me how um, for 10 years, right, in and out of relationships, right, in and out of the relationships through a 10-year period, it was one constant. It was one guy that she slept with, right, and she wouldn't sleep with him um, while she was in a relationship. But when she was out of a relationship, and if the other person went in a relationship, they would somehow find each other and they would have sex. And then once they got into they met other people, they would stop. They've been doing this for 10 years. And I guess the friendship is still pretty strong till this day.
10 years.
10 years. What's y'all thoughts on that though? I need to know thoughts on that. And this is a real story.
They in a fucking relationship. The fuck out of here.
I'm talking about even if like they're in a relationship, even if like they're just fucking and they might go out, they might go out on dates, but after the dates is going down pretty much. But they keep they're not like they're supposedly not in love, they're not with each other, but they go on dates, have sex. After they have sex, they go their separate ways. They might talk to each other here and there on the phone, but that's all it really is fucking. But when they find other people, they meet other people. This is when they pretty much stop talking to each other, deal with whoever they dealing with. If they break up with them, they go right back to that person.
That's because they know they're sexual compatible and but they're not relationship compatible.
That's their fault. That's their fallback. They they're never going to be in a relationship if they keep depending on each other. They're each other's fallback. So basically, if one has a relationship and the other one has a relationship and it don't work out, they're emotionally attached in some sort of way. But when that breaks, they're going back. They're going basically they got an open relationship. Technically.
Oh, that is. I didn't look at it from that perspective. So you saying that with the example I just gave from the story that's pretty much an open relationship. Period. They going instead of like actually settling
Nah,
down. Talk to us, Capo. Talk
no,
to us.
no,
Let us. Hey,
because
if you don't believe,
I've been in like real open relationships. Like we are together, we've been in open relationships. That is not open relationship. That's just a friendship. They, like I said, they might not even know they compatible. They're just friends. They like to fuck, but they just don't. They're not really. For me, it just seems like they're just. We can't. I like fucking you, but I don't like you. Type shit. You know what I mean? And
Nah,
so
Gotta fuck. You
they
gotta
give
like.
they give each other that room to date other people, and they find somebody. Oh, okay, cool. They had that conversation. I found okay, have a good life.
I
You know what I mean?
So
Keep it pushing. And it's sometimes it just
so
it's something convenient if it doesn't work out with that other
so
partner. You know what I
so
mean?
so before you get to it, Ro, because I know you about to chime
oh
in.
no,
Ba-
I'm waiting.
Battle Rap Miss says it's possible. Friends, no strings attached. I've had that with the um, male friend for 4 years. So within that 4 years, Battle Rap Miss, were you in? I mean, were you dating other people, and or was it just straight exclusively this person? That would be my question for you, Battle Rap Miss. Hold up, I'm going through the chat right now. Um, yeah, it sounds like it on and off benefits relation.
Exactly.
Yeah, hey Rome. Hey, shout out to
Yeah.
Sky real quick.
Motherfucking light switch. Turn that bitch
Yeah.
Yeah,
on.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
But see
yeah.
what? But what I want to touch on
Because
with you,
they
man.
can have fun. They can have fun with somebody they kind of know. And it's good because when they're in a relationship, they don't communicate with that person anymore. You know what I mean? Life always gives you a sign, and when that person is single or still in a relationship.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Rome?
Back to what he said when I heard him say, you like you don't if you damn what did he say? Um, about like when you having sex with somebody and you don't gotta like them. I mean, so you telling me that if you met a chick out on the street, you gotta like her to smash?
I don't think you gotta like her, like that. If it's a physical, if she's
But you still
physically
gotta have
attractive,
some kind of connection,
attraction.
some
Yeah,
No,
kind
it's
of connection.
no.
you
I'll
don't
I'll
think
give
so?
y'all a little story. I'll give you a little story.
Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna keep it brief.
Know each other too.
Back when I was like 19, we was having a party.
You went to
I
19.
was trying to holler at this little red bone, but it was this other chick that was just on my jock, and it was easy. I didn't want that. I wanted the red bone because at that time, light skin wasn't in. You know what I mean? And so like they wasn't fucking with me, because I'm light skinned. So, but I'm still trying to hide this red bone, right? And so the bitch keep on hounding me, right? And she did everything. She followed me to the bathroom, like, let me see your dick, all this stupid shit, right? And so I'm like, you cool, but I'm not digging you, right?
Yeah.
Um, so she just said something to me that was really crazy, and I just hit it just to a shut her the fuck up, b give her what she was asking for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the night, I smashed her and her roommate at the same time.
But that's cool. That's
There is a
cool.
but.
But
There's a but to that.
yeah, it's cool. But
I didn't fuck with her no more after that.
that's the question though. So that wouldn't
That's a
but so
fact.
that really doesn't even I'm talking about fucking somebody consistently through a period of
Man,
time.
But
yeah,
my butt is different.
So
But that was when you was 19. We talking about now.
that's
The
when I
question,
was single. I'm not talking about now.
I'm
Like
the what
I'm in
the
a
what if.
relationship.
I mean, I know y'all both in a relationship, but you still gotta answer the what if.
What if what?
He's talking about like now, like if
Like,
you were in a relationship.
No, if I wasn't in a relationship, I would probably do the same damn thing. Because if somebody, you as men, there's been women that been throwing themselves at us, and we didn't want it,
Yeah,
right? We
yeah.
dodged that motherfucker like the Matrix. We was like professional dodgeball players up in this motherfucker. Am I right or not?
That's a
We
fact.
wasn't trying to catch. We was nah.
That's a fact.
Okay, you can't tell me there's not one of them you did.
It's not one of them you did. It's not about one of them you did. It's one of them that you did multiple times through a certain amount of time. Did it work out? Do you even still fuck with that person? Do that person even still fuck with you? Because if you do, the way that Rome just broke it down is if you've been fucking somebody for 10 years in and out of relationships, that sounds like an open relationship. That's a decade, bro.
sounds like a fucking relationship at all,
That
man.
So
sounds like a
so
relationship to
okay,
me.
so let's say um I had this chick that was constant. I was having sex with her on a regular basis, right? Only time I communicated with her, I'm coming over.
He said no.
Never took her out. Never did anything,
Yes.
right? I didn't like her like that. But at the moment, I was just using her for the sex
So that was a
because it
relation,
was convenient at the time.
but that was that's the relationship that you had between you and that person.
It
That's still
wasn't a relationship though. It was
it
a
is
yeah, it was
because
a sexual relationship. Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
I'm saying. It was a relationship, and that's my point. Like,
Mhm.
and how did that work? Did that work for you? Did somebody catch feelings?
I feel like she caught feelings,
Yeah, women tend to
and
that.
then I was like, I feel like I'm going to step back from this shit.
Okay. What? How long was the period?
Maybe a year.
Maybe a year.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. That's that's a lot less than 10 years, or like battle rap
I
miss.
would,
Like
yeah, I would
said
never go
4 years.
10 years ago.
Battle rap miss says she went 4 years.
4 years.
4 years.
That's a relationship.
Hey, and the
Like,
question is, battle rap miss, you still talking to that person?
hey, I think it's time for me while we continue to elaborate on this and talk about this. I'm gonna put the link in the chat, and I actually want to hear a female's perspective on there. So, ladies, feel free to come up, fellas, come up too if y'all want to talk about y'all experiences.
But
She said,
at the end of the
See?
day,
You
when
say
you're
yeah.
she
if
said
you're a
still
single
going.
person and y'all just gonna have
She
casual
said,
sex with no strings attached, it's the majority that will catch feelings. You don't know when, but you would know because she'll start doing some other shit. You know what I mean? And a lot of women, when they want something, they put their best foot forward and they try to entice you.
they try to entice you.
And then when they start enticing you, and then they're like, nah, I got to step back. We getting too close.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Time
I'm
out.
just
We're
sharing
going to
this
go on
link.
time out.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, to each his own. To each his own. I just feel like you know me, I'm an energy guy. You feel me? I'm spiritual and I'm spiritual to the point where I understand different energies. If for me to be off and on with one person, that's cool. If that's the choice that we both make and it's good for that temporary moment, whatever. But for me to do that through time and for me to get out of a relationship and just go back to that person, fuck them again, and still be fucking them, then oh, I fall in love with somebody else. To me that is an open relationship because I still have even though this short amount of time I still like I'm with this other person, but I know if this doesn't work, I'm still gonna go back over here and handle my business because I still have this relationship with this other person.
It's not open relationship. It's no strings attached.
So okay, I wait for you to say that
Just
again.
like the title.
But I was waiting for you to say that again. So how do you know, or how do you can say it's no strings attached? Y'all fucking it's an attachment. So the strings are attached. You just saying it ain't even attached,
Yeah.
but there's strings attached.
It's a
You
green
just
screen in the back that's making the strings disappear. Facts. Bars. That's a fact. No, I didn't mean to cut you off, bro.
no. I'm reading her comment.
So Battle Rap Miss says grown ass people with needs and wanting it with someone you know can please you until you get everything you want from a relationship.
You're never gonna find it if you keep doing the same shit.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I mean,
So is there a difference with you? Okay, so is there a difference for a single person to be out dating and dating other people and not having sex with them, getting to know them as a person? Because my downfalls in my relationship has always been we started out fucking. I
Yeah,
fucked you on
you
the
already
first day. I fucked
set
you
that
on the
standard.
first week. We was just cool. We was kicking it, and then you just fell in love with the dick and shit like that. And like, it's always went left from there, right? So the current relationship I'm in now, that it didn't start with that. You know what I mean? It started with actually knowing each other. We didn't start off with sex, which has been great. You know what I mean?
so
So can a person go out and date and not have sex with someone, but then they side fuck. They just fuck. They don't do any They don't do anything else but fuck. That's it. There's no spending the night. There's none of that. It's just fucking and going.
I,
Can a person do
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I want to say this because people always say they always use the term emotional, right? But there are multiple different emotions. Horniness is an emotion. It is an emotion. So when you start talking about emotional feelings, that is an emotional feeling because that emotional feeling made you go do what you want to do. Am I wrong?
Well, sex is an emotional connection.
Talk. Talk. It can be. It can be. It can be. Because you can get to the finish line and be in somebody and just be like, I'm not feeling this. And then
That's a
Like,
fact.
you
but
shrivel
like,
up and you can get up out of there.
but
That's a fact.
like what Battle Rap Miss said. No emotional feelings. I mean, like she said, you get your wants and needs, emotional needs,
Yeah.
feeling emotionally connected. So I mean, regardless, your emotions gonna be in it. You love is an expression.
That's a fact.
You
Okay.
you think when you say not feeling of love, everybody has their different definition of love. So I mean, go ahead, Capo.
So let me ask Battle Rap Miss this,
Battle Rap Miss need
Oh
to
look,
click that.
in
right?
love.
She need to click that link and come up here
So
and explain some shit. Salute.
so wonder if because I know there are men out there that cling on to a woman and wait in the cut and wait for their move. They pretend like they cool with you, they got your back, all this other shit, but in the back of their head, they just try to get close to you so you can look at them like, oh, this motherfucker got my bag. Let me see what he about type shit. You know what I mean? So with that said, wonder if he does have feelings for you and y'all have had this conversation like this is what it is, you know what I mean? But in the back of his head is like he would like more. So that's why he is always a constant for 4 years.
I I feel like it's a deep in order to keep up with somebody that long, whether it's a friendship or whether it's just fucking, it's something deep inside. It's like it's something very deep to
Well,
me.
feeling safe with that person, like I said earlier, and it's always going to be that emotional vulnerability. I mean, when you have that emotional vulnerability, then you know it's going to happen one way or another. I mean, you're not if you feel safe with that person, and like I said, back to what I said about communication, um, it's just that level of safeness you have with that person, and if you feel safe, you're going to be open to more than just friends. You can say, see, like she said, we are friends. You're more than just friends. You just say it's your friends, but when you get to a certain
We
level,
can't be friends.
that emotional connection puts everything to the side. I mean, and it's just certain levels of being friends that what line are you going to cross?
A homie, love, a friend is all I'm looking for.
Hey, so I got a question for both of you. And I know Rome, you're not in a relationship, so this is hypothetically speaking with
I
you.
am with myself. No, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we all are with ourselves, but hey, nah, I mean, we got other, we got a significant other too.
I got
Uh,
some things, but yeah, go ahead.
so say that this person is going back and forth with her consistent whatever, him or her going back and forth with a consistent whatever that they had in the past that they've been keeping up with in and out of relationships. Say that you become their next relationship. Could you still be with that person and this person tells you about this person that's still their so-called friend that they've been sleeping with for a while? Could you be with this person knowing that?
Can they remain friends?
Yeah. Would you allow them to remain friends?
Just say no. Just say no, nigga. Just
Hey,
say
this
no.
not Capo. This is your question
Um,
too. This is a
that's
question.
Just say no.
that's your question first.
Hell to the motherfucking no. We ain't
Why?
doing that
Why, Capo? Why?
because
Tell us.
if you can, then I get to keep mine. Then it's only fair, right? They're
But
my
why?
friends before you, but that we know we got boundaries. If I got, they're not gonna interfere. They'll be a best friend, but that's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? I'm not about to be best friend with somebody that's just, you fucking and then now y'all cool, y'all on timeout. You know what I mean? Y'all might in the bathroom or something, or behind my back or something. We ain't doing none of that. We
Was
not
that
doing none of that.
was
So
that a two?
We
And
not doing none of that. You exit stage left.
you're
Even.
saying no because you're saying no because if they're around this person, it's a possibility that they will while they're with you, they can
I
do it
would
again.
never. I would never trust them around each other. I would never.
you can't say you trust yourself either, because I would say I would say no too. But like you said, like you having sex with or somebody, and then boom, you in a relationship. But are they still your friend? You still talk to them, or are they gone and you in the relationship?
I'm talking about they're still your friend. You're still
They
talking to them.
they can't be if you're in a relationship. Fuck no.
Tell us
No.
why.
Yeah.
Tell us why, Ro. Tell us why. From your
Because that's a
perspective.
trap, bro. That's a trap. Cause you gon' like you said, sex is a hunger. If you
Yeah.
can't get your relationship, she could be on a period and you ain't getting none, or she can be mad at you. Like, fuck it, your friend right there. You can't have that shit sitting on the counter waiting for you. No, you can't.
Right.
You
And
can't.
then let's take it a step further. Wonder if she's allergic to condoms. More times out of 10, she gonna be raw doing. We ain't doing that. We not. We not doing none of that.
I think
I
we
dead
all,
ass. Like if that's the case, then I get to keep mine.
yeah.
So
Then what's gonna happen is we're gonna be arguing because we're both insecure.
Then it's gonna be an open relationship.
It's not gonna be that because I'm not doing none of that. Shit.
Yo,
Hell
might
no.
have to be friendly.
We ain't doing none of this. Yeah,
Hey,
that's wrong. Be friendly. What up, be friendly? Hey, battle rap miss, I got you. You know what I mean? I understand what you're doing. You know, she says she don't even kiss him. That's a fact.
yeah,
See, that's
that's
good. You know, y'all got. See, there's there. I'm not saying it doesn't work.
hey, you
It
don't kiss.
does work in some cases. It's a very small percentage, but the majority it does not work after a while.
I got to
But
get a female
I
perspective.
think she don't kiss him because he can't kiss, so she don't kiss him.
Or his breast thing.
He might be a bad
She's
kisser.
she's kissed him before.
Or
So, Lindsay F. and Fisher says, I don't really think females are trying to F their friends, really. We're not talking about a random friend, like
you
random.
just got here, Lindsay.
Yeah, we're not
Jesus
talking about a
Christ.
random friend. We're
Hey,
talking
scroll in
about,
the comments and read up.
yeah, exactly. We're talking about an off and on, straight physical, whatever with a person, and for you to be in and out of relationships, running back to this person for a certain amount of time, does that work for you? Can you even be you being outside of that, knowing a person and dating a person that is like that? Could you be with that person? That's like that's the last question, should I say, opposed to the original question that we had. But Jessica Ramirez, she says, when I was younger.
That's the same thing.
Hold
When
up.
he was young.
Hey, hold up. Um, to the chat, I want y'all to pay respects to Mrs. Capo. That's Jessica Ramirez down there. Say hello to my future.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Um, what's up, baby? You know what I mean? Glad that you're here.
Be friendly. What up? Welcome
Be
in.
friendly in the building.
He said it roll. Battle rap misses laughing, but I definitely would love. I'm putting a link. If you are on Facebook, if you can go over to YouTube right now, hit that like button. I would love a female perspective on this. I would love a female perspective on this because I know from a male perspective, we're hunters. We're full of testosterone. We go out and get. But when it comes to that estrogen, that's a lot different.
Hey, females are hunters too.
Yeah, they can be. They definitely can be. But they are built with a substance that's opposite of men when it comes to those type of things. Can they act like men? Can they imitate? Definitely. A man can
Come up.
imitate a woman, period. But does that mean that they are that? No.
Hey, Jess, check your IG.
I just want to say this is shout out to everybody out there. This is Miss Capo at the bottom over here. Hey baby, how you doing? Capo, you crazy. Shout out.
Hey, you know.
Shout out. Yeah, yeah. Nah, ain't nothing wrong with it. It's just funny that you said it the way that you said it. But anyways, I want to get a female perspective, so I'm putting the link back in the chat because I would love for a lady to come up. But I wanna sidebar this whole conversation just to highlight my guy's company. Rome, man, it's called Holistic Healing of the Heart. My guy Rome is the founder of the company, the owner. And tell us a little bit about your company, bro.
So I've been a massage therapist since 2014, licensed in California. I've traveled a lot lately. Business has grown, has doubled, tripled. I've taken the business and actually did a clothing line as well too, without the words, called 3H. Holistic healing the heart is anything along the lines spiritual. I do Reiki. Um, it doesn't. I don't have to be in person to do Reiki. Massage. Anything along the lines. Anything that got to do with massage. And lately I haven't done massage. It's just been a lot of spiritual stuff lately. From tarot reads to Reiki, healing, and or just simply just being able to talk to people and just listening. So
Facts. Where is it? Where is it based out of?
I'm in Inland Empire, San Bernardino, California.
Mm.
I know somebody from San Bernardino.
Oh, we have a guest. It looks like she
Called
go.
Coffee Motherfucker Brown.
Did you just send the link, Capo? Did you send the link to a guest? Because it's a guest that you know. That's
Yeah, of
at the
course.
bottom.
I did. I
Okay,
told
all
her I
right.
told her to come up.
Oh, you told her to come up.
Talk her shit.
Hey.
Talk her shit. You know what I mean?
Before we go off to that, I'm gonna say, make sure y'all look up holistic healing of the heart online. Rome, tell them where
Website
to, yeah,
website is what it is. HolisticHealingOfTheHeart.com. I'm on all platforms: Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
facts. This is a beautiful thing. We just had a heart just pop up, and now we have a lady perspective. And let's see. Uh Miss Jess. Miss Jess, how are you? Welcome in.
Hey,
How
What's
are
up,
you
baby?
can
doing
you hear
today?
me?
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
we can
How
hear
are
you.
you today?
Hey, baby. Hey, Rome. What up, BA, baby?
We in this thing, man. I'm actually
So,
happy
first of all, I was in a
happy.
relationship with my baby's daddy for like a long time, and he got married, and we still had a relationship all the way up till my daughter was like 16 while he was married, while I was in another relationship for like 10 years.
Mm,
So, we would always see each other in like family settings. You know what I'm saying? He'd be with his wife. I'm with this person. We would all hang out, shit like that. That went on for a long time, and then I stopped.
so so
Yep.
what kept you? Well,
Huh?
I'm gonna let Capo ask the
No,
question.
you go ahead, man.
I'm gonna
You
let you.
win it. Go ahead. You ask the question.
Hey, no, okay. I'm gonna ask the question. So, what had kept you being in that relationship for the amount of time that you were in, where you weren't with this person, but you kept going back? Like, what made you go back, knowing that you wasn't going to be with this person?
Okay, so before him and I separated, we were kind of like in an on and off relationship, and he kind of like did his own thing, but even when we were together, he was still doing his own thing. And no shade, like when I first started dating him, I kind of was doing my own thing too. And then I kind of got started getting serious. But my best friend was his dude, and so I kind of took I took him from her, and so you know what I'm saying. It's like, and then I ended up dating his best friend, um, and so then he got married, and we just kind of like started talking about our daughter one day, and we just took off from there and never stopped.
Mm. Would you say was it like what's the word? Where was it like a reminiscence of what y'all had before? Like nostalgia.
Um, a little bit, I guess.
Mm,
I mean, I guess because maybe it was just a little bit like comfort, because in the relationships that we were both in, we were both not happy. So we found comfort in each other, I think. He helped me move into my apartment, helped me put my shit together. You know what I'm saying? Like help me shop. You know what I'm saying? So it was like he was like still my best friend, but we were still, homie lover friends.
Facts. So would
Oh,
you?
and not to mention, this bitch was on the answer machine one time. One time when I was over at his house, and I was taking a nap or whatnot. We were over there, and she was on his answering machine, right? But we were still together in a relationship, so I kind of did it just to be that bitch, like just to be very vengeful. Like every time I see you, bitch, how the fuck I taste? How you like me now? So it was kind of like that
Ooh.
too, in a way. And then she was like really mean to my daughter. So there's just a lot of things that took place that kind of kept that going.
So so let's put the shoe on the other foot. So if you were, um, if would you date somebody and let them? Capo, you asked this question. I don't. You asked this
I
question.
don't know what you trying to ask, my
No.
nigga. Like,
What I was saying about, well, fuck it, I will ask the
hold on.
question.
Let me ask the question.
You know, you
What?
know,
What?
you know what
No,
question.
I don't know what you about to ask, but I'm about to ask this question. What made you stop doing that?
Um, because I wanted to kind of work on me. I was trying to kind of fix me and work on me and trying to like not be like a toxic person and do things for like vengeful reasons. And that was one of the top top 5. You know what I'm saying? So it was one that was real easy to cut out. It wasn't like it was hard. It was real easy. Um, Even if he were to just, text and just be like, hey, what's up? I could easily just kind of like shun it off. And then once my daughter turned a certain age, all my connection with him just kind of shut off. So it made it a lot easier. And then the only time we would see each other is like, well, now the only time we really see each other is like when me and my daughter, um, she has functions and shit like that.
Mm.
Let me ask you this. So, was there a period of time where you was just single and you was just dating, and it was like just a sexual type thing, nothing really serious? Y'all just kept it like that. Um, really never talked about relationships or even each other for real. Y'all just kept it as a sexual situation. If you haven't, would you
Would I ever just have a
have
sexual relationship with somebody?
That's a loaded question.
like you had a friend that it was just sex with y'all? You
Like right
know,
now?
no, I'm not talking about right now. Are
Yes.
you doing that right now?
No, 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 no.
Are you
Yes,
doing that right
I
now?
would back then. Yes.
Let me find out.
That
Cause we're about to, boy. I'm about to like BA drop it. Nah.
Drop that disclaimer real quick.
like you said, it's a loaded question. You're trying to grab bits and pieces
Okay,
from it.
so what I'm asking you, was there ever a time in your life when you were single, you was not dating, you met someone, it was just sex with y'all,
You were
it
just
was
No,
fucking.
never no emotional, it was just fucking.
no,
Okay, could you see yourself doing that?
no.
And the next question would be why?
I'm just not that person.
Mm, that's real. That's
So
real.
basically, the question you're asking is, can you have a one night stand and let it be
Yeah,
continuous?
and I've never had a one night stand. Every person I've ever had sex with, I've kept a relationship with.
Mm.
I never stopped talking to somebody after I've had sex. I've always kept a relationship. I've
So
only
that's
had sex with them one time, possibly. Yeah, one time, and then never had sex with them again. But we still remain cool.
So, so could you still remain friends with those same people and be in a newer relationship?
Yes,
Mm, okay.
would
Um,
you allow your man to have a relationship that's a
no,
friend?
because men's urges are very different than women.
Kanye.
Very different. You said it yourself,
Explain.
sitting right here in this
Eh,
conversation. You said
no,
you're an easy man.
I'm getting it
We
from
will
you.
fuck anything.
Explain it.
That's what you
Explain it.
said, right? We'll fuck anything.
No, I didn't.
If
I didn't
if
I
say.
if
wouldn't.
if
I
he
didn't
I
keep
say
wouldn't
that.
fuck
pushing on me,
anything, by
pushing
the
on me,
way.
pushing
I
on
wouldn't
me,
fuck
I
anything.
wouldn't
I
fuck
didn't.
anything, by the way.
I didn't say that.
that
No,
that is what you said.
I didn't
You just
say I
didn't say
fuck
it that
anything.
way.
No, no.
But what
See,
you said was,
see. That's
this bitch kept
see.
on me.
That's
She
the
kept on me.
problem.
She kept
See,
on me. So I just
see.
gave her
You
what she
gotta say
wanted.
it what I said. You can't say it how you wanted it.
I'm just saying.
But
So
what's the difference? No, no, no. Because
That's the difference. We don't do
no,
that. We do
no.
that for
Because it was
emotional
okay. So
distance.
if that's the case, then as your man, if I found somebody you fuck, you still friends with him, right? And if I have a problem with it, then what? Then what would you do?
Back then,
Oh no, we talking about right
um,
now.
We talking
back
about
then you probably wouldn't even know. Back then you wouldn't even know. When I was a
no? We
young
talking about right
motherfucking
now,
boy,
right
you wouldn't
now. It's
even
me
know.
and you right now, like
No
right.
sweat on my motherfucking forehead. That's a fact.
yeah.
Quit playing with me. Smooth
Yeah.
operator overhaul. Back then, when I was a young whippersnapper.
Okay. Okay.
So
You would have
if
did that back then. Okay. Cool.
Back then.
so Miss Jess, if you were well, you are in a relationship now. So if your significant other, would it be okay for your significant other to still be friends with people he used to fuck or
No,
he used to have those type?
no,
Uh,
not
so
currently. No, that's not
so
okay.
so
Just
it
out of
would be
respect.
so would it be because it sounded like you said it'd be okay for you to still do that, but your significant other not to? Why?
I just told you why.
I didn't like
He
this
didn't
is
catch it.
I didn't catch it. It
Because
went
you
over
all
my
think differently. You all think differently. You don't think with up here, right? Right?
No, I, I
So
I think
if
I
it's
think I'll talk
possible
to
for
us.
even and if that person knows you, right? She's going to do those things. Out of respect for me, I have enough respect when it comes to those type of friendships to for them to know. Like when I say business is business, people know business is business. Period. So if I have that type of relationship with somebody, then they're going to know that that's just what it is. But y'all sometimes, y'all go on the fence with shit, and then sometimes kind of teeter over just to touch, just to put your
So
toe in, just to
women don't do
see.
that. So
You
y'all
know
don't
what
do
I'm
that
saying?
either.
And we don't
Y'all
do
don't do that
that.
either.
We
So
we
yeah.
keep it right there on the
No,
head. We keep it
stop
where it's
it.
at.
Stop it,
You know
Miss
what I'm
Jess. You
saying? So
killing me
that's the
right
difference
now.
between why you
Killing
can't and I can.
you killing me right now, Miss Jess. You killing me right now. I don't believe you. You need more people. But I respectfully agree
I
to
think
disagree with
I
you.
think depends on the age of the female too,
Yeah,
because
that as well.
there are some
That's
females
true.
that do the same thing guys do, but I think they have different intentions sometimes too. I've been through it. I mean, I've been cheated on so many times. Like, I mean, there's a girl
It's
that said, "Oh, they're just a friend," and come to find out, you down the street somewhere in the car with them, fucking with them. So, I mean, it can go both ways,
but,
honestly.
but,
This
but
this
wrong.
this day and age right now, I say back in the day is different, but now
Wrong.
it can go both ways.
So with you, if you know that your significant other doesn't allow that shit and don't like that shit, would you still do it?
No, because I wouldn't want that person to do it either. Out of respect for both, out of respect for the relationship, I wouldn't want to do it, and I wouldn't want them to do it. Because, like I said, I've been through it. I mean,
Yeah.
I was married, and oh, that's your friend. I trusted it to a certain extent until I found out what really happened, and it came to light later. She was cheating. So, you give them the rope, and they hang themselves basically. But like I said, it can go both ways. I don't. I'm not gonna say all guys do it. Maybe majority guys can do it because yeah, we do think because we're more protectors. We protect ourselves. I mean, we don't want to just as well as we hurt.
Testosterone is a motherfucker, bro. Testosterone is a motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
It's real. Yeah.
So, but it can go both ways. I mean, I've seen, like I said, I've been through it. A female did it. So, Um, I just think for it to be a healthy relationship, I just think it needs to be
I, I
a
mean,
balance.
I, at the end of the day, I feel like it all stems down to maturity. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
and trust.
And back in, when I say back in the day, I was very immature back in the day. You know what I mean? Not what I am today. I'm very different from what I used to be.
Yes.
Um, because I'm trying to grow and mature, and you know what I mean. I'm about to be 50 here in like a few years. You know what I mean? So I'm not trying to still be doing no stupid shit, right? So when we're younger, we would do shit like that. We wouldn't understand that, but starting maturing in life will show you, like, morally, that is not, what it is. If I had friends that we was just friends, and there was times we just fucked here and there, and I got into a relationship, I will reach out to them. You can't reach out to me. I'm in a committed relationship. I don't want anything you reaching out, and I don't want the drama. You know what I mean? Because I'm not on that time. I love my girl. You know what I mean? So depends on maturity. At our age right now, we're not on that type of time.
I I would say to me it boils down to either being secure or insecure. And if you are insecure and you don't trust whoever your significant other is, then of course you're gonna be like, no, don't do this, don't do this, da 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 da. I'm gonna play the game with chances. But if you are secure in your relationship, you truly trust your partner, and she does have other friends or whatnot, vice versa. It is what it is. I trust and I know that I got her.
I don't think it's fully insecurities. I think it's like you said, like we said earlier, trust. Um, Being in that relationship and trusting that person with everything, and being able to talk to that person, being able to not have that person you like, for instance, if I was in a relationship talking to a person, being able to confide to that person and not being able to get lashbacks from that and all that, that person saying, you know, being able to, because the problem is, you're in a relationship, if I can confide with you, you can confide with me. I don't have to go look for nobody else to confide with them.
Because you but I'm saying, but it's because you feel secure with that person. That's why you trust
Yeah.
them.
But
If you
that's
are
that
not
that's that
secure,
little break though. That little break. If you don't feel comfortable confiding to that person, like I can't tell you what I've been through in my past and how I feel, then I'm gonna look for somebody else to tell it to. That's gonna make me feel safe and secure.
so do you not believe that a man and woman can stay friends after they've had sex before? That's a great question. Dep-
I mean, I've
That's a
like
great question.
I have one ex. She's a friend of mine. Like, she's married. You know what I mean? I know her mom. I know her brothers. You know what I mean? And it's not like I reach out to her every day. We consider each other friends. I think the last time I talked to her was 2 years ago. You know what I mean? And that was probably because she was dealing with some health issues. She was in the hospital. Because I built that bond. Like, just because we broke up, I'm not gonna throw away her, friendships with her brothers, her mom, their kids, those type of things. It was a a breakup. It was nothing. But I don't have anybody that's like in my life like that. You know what I mean? And I think the last time I talked to her was 4 years ago. You know,
Yeah,
and that was when she was in the hospital.
fact.
Um, so I mean, I don't consider her as a friend, but I
Conflict of
consider
interest.
her, acquaintance. I know her.
It is a conflict of interest.
I,
That's my answer to that.
and
But
that's what I was gonna say.
Rome,
That
go
that
ahead. My bad.
question, that question, when
Yeah,
she asked that, and when you what you said was, I'm gonna say politically correct because your relationship, you have a friend, even if it was an ex somebody you like you said you had sex with. If that person's in a relationship, then honestly think it's kind of safe. Whereas if that person was single, then that mean anything can happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I agree.
Versus
Yeah.
if, like, for instance, if you have friends, then yeah, you got friends that aren't single that y'all hang out with, or unless say you got a friend and you got a friend, say you got a friend and you want to hang out, if y'all together and that friend's with y'all, it's three of y'all, then yeah. But like I said, if it's a friend from the past that you had sex with and they're still a friend, if they're single still and y'all in a relationship, then that's different. Cause versus, I just think it's not safe where it says that person's in a relationship, they're in a happy relationship, you're in a happy relationship, y'all can hang out, and it's a mutual friendship. Go ahead.
So I actually, me and the person I was talking about, me and her husband we sat down and talked. You know what I mean? Because he did question her about it, and she explained to him, "There's nothing. There's never nothing going on." And we will always sit there, chill, smoke. Part of my life, she was watching my son when he was younger. He was like 2 or 3 years old. You know what I mean? But I would still go and hang out with both of them, and me and him had a conversation. I was like, you know, I never want you to think or even, have a thought in your mind that there's anything going on between me and her. I mean, I know the whole family. We didn't break up in a bad way. It was just wasn't for me and her. You know what I mean? I love that y'all together. You know what I mean? I love y'all kids. Y'all take care of my kid. I will never ever disrespect your relationship. And I never did. Never thought about it. Never thought about it. It was never a thought. And so he was comfortable with me coming over. He was comfortable with me coming over to get my son when he's not there. You know what I mean? Knowing that nothing was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So it's just about, to be honest, it's about, like I said, it's about maturity. It's about communication. Now, if
yeah,
he didn't like it, I will respect it. Like, you don't want me over here. That's cool. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But me and him had a conversation. And it was never nothing with us. Never. So, but if my girl would had a issue with it, I will make sure she's comfortable and never have nothing to worry about.
yeah. So Capo. So if you with you being in your relationship, say that your lady. Is it cool for your lady to have friends like that? Like just like you said, yeah, we don't have sex, we don't even talk often. Da, da, da. So that'll be cool for you to be to let your lady go out and do that and still have that friend.
Um, there's some people. Whoa, wait a minute, hold on. Are you talking about they had sex already? They had sex before,
Yeah, it's
right?
their ex. It's their ex. Like you said,
No,
like
no, no. We not doing that because I will give the same respect. I'm not gonna allow that on my side either.
you wouldn't allow her to smoke a few blunts with somebody that she used to deal with, but they don't do nothing. They just kick it. What's the
Look
Mm-mm.
deal?
at you.
No, we was together. We was all together. It wasn't was by ourselves.
I'm saying if y'all like all together, like her and her friend and you all smoking, you wouldn't do that with your lady. Or would you? Would you let that happen with
It,
your
re-
baby
it
shower?
really, it would really, it just really depends because I know guys that she knows, and I know her relationship with them,
Yes.
and I don't trip off of them. You know what I mean? If I have an issue, if I see something, she knows I will say, "Hey, yo," you know what I mean? And that's between me and her to talk about it, and it's going to get handled because it's supposed to be handled, right?
It's Capo. It's a yes or no question. It's a yes or no question. That's
I
it.
said no.
Okay, that's what it is. Then that's it. Because you're elaborating like
I
maybe
said no in the
then
first
it went,
place
you
and
said no,
elaborated
and it
at
went
the
from a
same
no to
goddamn
a
time.
maybe. So that's what I'm saying. All right, that's what's up.
There's different answers to that though. You know what I mean?
But
So
it's different answers. But your answer is not. It's not a maybe. It's not a yes. It's a
it's a
hard
no.
line no.
Yeah,
Hard line
it's a
no.
no. Yeah, of
Okay.
course.
Yeah.
Because
Facts.
I wouldn't expect her to for me to have anybody around that I fuck because she's gonna feel insecure.
So what? So therefore, if you are, if you are that, if you are that guy that used to your ex is with somebody else, and your ex, like you wouldn't chill with your ex or nothing because of what you're saying now. If you were in that situation, right?
Right? That would make you a hypocrite.
That would make me a hypocrite.
Kinda.
No, not if me and him had a conversation about it. It's not
But
like
what?
No,
this
no,
was
But what
only
no.
a
if you?
small look. Hold up,
What
I'm
if you
giving
had a?
y'all no. I'm giving y'all an example of a small period in my life. It's not
Yeah,
throughout the fucking years.
I'm talking
She
about
only watched
now.
my son for like a year. So when you sit here and say I'm being a hypocrite, no, I was immature back then.
I'm not talking about back then. I'm talking about now. I'm talking about this very moment. If
But
you,
that situation would never happen right now, though.
and this is why it's hypothetical.
Exactly, that
So,
situation would never happen now
so
because
you
I've
would,
got mature. I understand life. I'm not gonna disrespect somebody's, even if he's okay with it, I'm not gonna do that. I don't even reach out to her. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
So I'm not even on that time. So no, that would never happen.
Rome, you sound like you put your finger up like you wanted to chime in.
No, I say he said salute panel.
I salute the pen.
No,
Salute.
I mean I agree. I mean I would say no too. I mean, like you said, well, she was saying hypocrite because he was saying if you asked the question of, oh, would you hang out with your friend by yourself? Then
Yeah,
yes,
if you,
that would have been a hypocrite. But you're saying no, so it's not. I
yeah,
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
that
that
was
was
yeah.
back. I was just
yeah,
saying, giving an example of what I did back then.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
but I understand now that that's not
It
you,
wouldn't
you
work.
know.
It's
Yeah,
a conflict of interest. It's a conflict of
I think we all know now what we would do because now is we're getting older. We don't want to be in the same crap that we've been in when we were younger. Why?
yeah,
Where is it getting you?
because then it
Um,
would be crazy, right?
I
yeah.
mean, it's
To me, it would
pointless.
be.
It's pointless.
It would
And
be.
like I say, I mean, y'all all up here in a relationship, but single for a reason because why should I go out there and talk to Sarah or Jane or whatever? For what? Where is it gonna get me? If I'm talking to him, I'm talking to him, but it's not gonna go any further unless I allow it to. Because, like you said, the strings attached thing. At the end of the day, where is it getting you? No strings attached. It's not getting you nowhere. You're just. It's like you're couch surfing, but you're doing it with females. I mean, it's not fun. It ain't because you're not just. It's not just you that you got to worry about. It's the people that you fucking with.
Yeah.
You got to worry about all that. And me being, like you say, you spiritual, I'm very spiritual. And I can't allow nobody in my space. And I
Yeah.
think that's how everybody needs to be. Because if you allow somebody in your space, then you're allowing them to be a part of that. So
You
it's
giving
just,
it when you start sharing energies within people and you start bringing that shit from one person to the next, that causes confusion. And when it starts, the confusion starts in the body. Once it starts in the body, it trickles up to the mind. Once it gets to the mind, everything is fucked. Everything is fucked.
Yep.
But I know that went over a bunch of people's heads. But that's why we are here. Get your game up. Get your game up. Um, but yeah, I believe that one thing I want to say, because we are over our hour mark, and I don't want to hold the show too long, is my last remarks. I'm gonna pass the mic to everyone up here, of course, is before you do anything and before you make your moves, just make sure you put put the other, like put somebody, put your loved one in a reverse role. You feel me? Put yourself in another perspective outside of yours and see if you would like it. And if you are cool and you like, oh, I don't mind, then cool. But if you look at that shit and be like, hell no, I could do it, but they can't do it, then I think that you need to reassess some things. That's all I'm gonna say when it comes to that. But yeah, get your game up, episode 4. I actually want to. I should have let the lady go first, but Miss Jess, on the subject or anything, any game you want to give out to the people, the floor is yours. Any last words?
No, none.
No, none.
No.
Okay,
But
okay.
good to see you all. Love you, Daddy. Bye, guys.
Baby.
Appreciate you for coming up, Miss Jess. 100%. Rome. Any
Um,
last words?
Back to everything y'all said today. Have your shit together before you put your time and energy into something else. That way, you're already at a balance point in your life where you can grow with somebody else.
Facts. Facts. Capology facts.
You know, look, let me tell you something. We're talking about a single aspect, right?
Facts.
Mm,
Facts.
we just gonna talk for all you single people out there that are, you know, I'm gonna let you know. Sometimes you're not gonna find a person that's willing to keep doing that. Now, there's a small percentage, like Battle Rap Miss. She found somebody that got 4 years. She could do it. You know, that's what she do. You know what I mean? When I was single back in the day, there was a point in time where I was just about work, hustling and shit like that. And when I'm in the urge of fucking, I had something on deck. You know, or I had a couple of things on deck. You know what I mean? Like, hey, get my frustrations out, and then I'm rejuvenated, and I can go on and do what I need to do. You know what I mean? It's just because sometimes, like I work with a lot of women, and a lot of them don't have a man, and so they get kind of grumpy. They get kind of like they get in their attitudes and shit like that, and sometimes they need a release. I'm not gonna knock you for that. Okay, you just do what you got to do, and as long as you protect yourself and don't get pregnant, don't get no diseases out here, don't be doing none of that. Do what you got to do, but no, somebody's gonna catch feelings. So that means if you don't want to go through the headache, do not do it.
Talk. Well, I agree. I agree with everybody's perspective to an extent. 100%, man. I enjoyed the conversation today. This was a dope subject. We got many more dope subjects in the future to definitely discuss. And
I
salute to
think
my
next
guy.
week should be insecurities
Oh yeah,
in
we can definitely talk about that.
relationships.
We can definitely talk about that. Battle Rap Miss says, piggybacking off of what Rome said, respect yourself. Get yourself together. But Rome, tell the people where they can find you and your brand once more before we get out of here.
Hey, I'm on all social medias: Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Just like you see it, Holistic Healing of the Heart. Website holistichealingoftheheart.com. I'm not just local. I'm everywhere. I'm certified in 48 states. So I travel. So there it is. And a lot of my work is on over the phone too as well. So y'all let me know.
Facts. Yeah. Make sure y'all go holler at my guy. Especially if y'all got some spiritual cleaning and healing. Because it's definitely it definitely work. And like I was saying earlier, it's real. It's real. It's not no bullshit gimmick or none of that shit. You really spirituality is real when it comes to the different energies of the human being, of the human mind and the human body, because it's not just a massage, it's not just Reiki, it's all of the above. It's not just your outer, it's your inner, which is the most important. But I digress. Capology facts.
Appreciate y'all for having me.
Appreciate you for coming up, bro. 100%.
Yep.
Salute. Capo. All right. Make sure y'all go follow my guy.
It's your boy Capital Don, aka Capology Facts. Follow me on Facebook at Capital Don. Everything else is Capology Facts. You know what I mean? Salute to Rome, our guest for the night. I also know Rome also back in the Bigo days.
Bigo reunion.
And so please follow us on all social medias. You know what I mean? I might go live later. I don't know yet. There's a lot of shit I need to talk about. But get your game up.
Facts. Hey, and if you don't got your bars up, you gotta hold this L. Take that with you to the bank. All right, bro. Appreciate it. Peace and love to everybody. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Love y'all. Holla.
Embarrass myself, my family, my children, my mother can hold her head up in any neighborhood in the city when she walks down the block. In all the 5 boroughs, I'm known. Forget about it.
I just wanted me a jump shot till I wanted me a dumb night. Cup the ball of salt in the awesome fall. It was the last paycheck that McDonald's tossed me. I'ma run it up. Sting ain't even stopped yet. I'm running up. Dots throwing shots cause I'm coming up. 42nd 100 block where it's going up. Go ahead with your pride if you dumb enough. Sting running for a gram, I'll be rolling. Told my big, I'll be back in the morning. 2 days ago, I still got place to go. Hope his ass every reported is stolen. Very wanna have, I'm Terry, need a black bro, pulling up fast. City wanna slap, gotta do the man.
This fruit money, no PPP. Nigga, that AR shoot 223s. Hit a B10, that thing on freeze. Cash for the farms, I got the keys. Little for Bobby, catch me in the breeze. Racks on the burger, and I play with them cheese. Thinking with Instagram, bitch, I'm a tease. She not a jack, she Vietnamese. I'm on fire, 500 degrees. Bag of that rust, we smoke out the peak. When they free gutter, he still got the G. This and
Free my nigga Bar, nigga. Free my nigga Ruff.
They have a nigga spinning the motherfucker.
Okay, now ain't y'all with the cooler kick. Keep street, we run this shit. Fell back after run it up. Then my last bitch, she was dumb as fuck. Hop out, get the spraying stuff, cause my last ops wasn't saying nothing. Whole stun, big pimpin', whole hunt, 30.
I ain't playing with none of you niggas. That's a capology flag, little bitch. Let me talk my shit. Get out your moist ass feelings while I talk my shit,
All this energy, you're gonna eventually exhaust the person that you're with.
And what's your point? All women are the same. All women are the same. They all have the same emotion. And you're gonna be like, God damn, bitch, what? I just did all this shit and you just, what the fuck? Where did this shit come from?